Hello everyone. It's been a while since I made a video, and for good reason. And hate to say it, this is gonna be my last video I make for quite a long time. And for good reason. Um it's hard to make this video because you know what? I'll be honest. I actually like the idea of making videos, entertaining people, and I learned a lot from it, honestly. But with that, I did a lot of things I'm not comfortable ever doing again or having it online in the first place. Um, with that being said, I will be privatizing a couple of videos that are extremely embarrassing, in my opinion. And in a way, this is actually kind of an anniversary for me. I've been on YouTube at least since 2006 because my mom started watching YouTube around that time, and I would secretly try to watch YouTube. I was 7 years old. I was born in '99. So yeah, I didn't make an account because I didn't know how. I didn't have an email address or anything. I was an idiot kid. But eventually I did, and that wasn't until 2010. I had made a couple accounts before that, but I forgot the password. I forgot the password to the email, etc. But either way, I put it all together, and this is the first thing. This is the first account that I stuck with. And that's the same with a lot of other things I did online too. That's around the time that I really started understanding things, to a degree, because in actuality I didn't. For one thing, I realized maybe a couple years ago that I overshare extensively when I really don't need to. And honestly, most of the time it's not really that big of a deal, but sometimes it makes people feel like I need to continue being personal. And with that, it makes people feel like they want to open up to me. And that's great, actually. I've had a lot of great interactions with people. I've made good friends and things like that through my streaming, my YouTube, and just generally being online, talking to people under this guise of Stealthy Beef. And I like the name, honestly. It kind of feels weird retiring it. And maybe I'll come back, but for now we're putting a bookmark in it. So, life's been good. I'll be honest. My daughter's doing great. My spouse is feeling a lot better about things in general. It's not nearly as hectic. I'm about to buy a house. We're closing on it right now. And due to everything that's going on, I mean, we should be set. I'm going to be honest with you. I've gotten a lot of things going my way for once, and I am truly appreciative and grateful for it, and with that it will cause me a lot less stress because it's something I struggle with immensely. Stress and anxiety, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I don't make videos and I don't live stream, because it stresses me out beyond belief. And honestly, if it wasn't for a few rotten apples, I would probably still enjoy it, honestly. But as the saying goes, it only takes one person to ruin it, right? They ruin it for everyone else, and that's what those people did. I've dealt with stalkers. I've dealt with creeps. I've dealt with people blackmailing me and things like that. It was bad. It was really bad. I had someone stalk me. Like, what is it? It was before I live streamed and everything. But just to paint you a picture, I mean, they would keep making accounts and things like that for like over 5 years. And that was just like a prelude, almost. I mean, when I started streaming, there was one person. And they were a perv. And unfortunately, because I had so little experience with it, I almost indulged in it slightly. And they took that slight bit and they ran with it. And they would blackmail me, saying like, oh, I'll share this, and this with people you love or whatever. And they would make new accounts and things like that, try to contact me through so many different memes for years. For years. It wasn't until a couple years ago I finally got them off my back. But it was probably like 4 years straight of just expecting a message constantly. Every single day, dozens possibly from different accounts. And it sucked. And that was just one person, mind you, right? I mean, there's been other interactions that I also that were also just not great. There would be people that watched me and felt like I was their friend. And you know what? I'll admit some fault here. The way that I put it, I was like, oh yeah, anybody can message me. You can talk to me whenever, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And on top of that, I thought I liked talking to everyone all the time because I never did it before. I now realize I don't like talking to people. And I don't know. I avoid talking to my loved ones even most of the time. It's nothing personal. It really isn't. It's just my social anxiety, stress, and also the fact that I just don't like talking. I don't know. But yeah. I don't know, do those negative interactions on top of the embarrassment that I've done and also just the unhinged things I did on my live streams at times. Like, just really weird. And it's shameful. It is, it's shameful. Some of the things I did, absolutely. Like, it's just, ugh. I don't know. But either way, like I said, we're kind of retiring it for the moment. Like I said, I might circle back to this some time down the line, but not anytime soon. And like I said, I actually do like making videos. I like entertaining people. I like talking to people to an extent. And with that, I will be making a different channel that will not be linked, and it will be staying anonymous because I realize I really did share too much because people were contacting me personally and things like that through methods I never released, if that makes sense at all. So I don't want that to happen again, and it's, yeah, like I said. So yeah, I'll be doing it. I'll be still content creating, so just know I'm not falling off the face of the earth. I'm fine. I'm actually a lot better than I have been in a long time. And I want to keep it that way. And I'm realizing that if I pressure myself into doing this, I'm just stressing myself out, making myself more anxious than I need to be. So it just, there's not really many positives for me outside of a possibility of fame, which I feel like has vastly diminished the potential of it. I caught fire for a moment and I let it kind of sizzle out pretty quick. And you know, most people do that, to be fair. I mean, you know, I'm not any different from the vast majority of people. I didn't do anything special. It was COVID. Everyone was stuck at home. And everyone was watching someone online to some degree, right? And now that's not the case. I mean, to an extent, people still do, but not nearly as much. So I'll be changing my approach, doing different things, and honestly, trying to do things that I personally have wanted to do but felt limited due to the kind of content that I made on this channel and feel pressured to keep doing the same thing. And also, I don't know, I'm like really organized with some things, if that makes sense. I don't want to just say OCD, honestly, because I don't think it is. But I'm a very, very particular person. And that conflicts with this channel. So I'd probably make like different channels for different things, if that makes sense. I'd be doing a bunch of different things. You might see me. You might hear my voice. Something. But either way, if you do find me, please be respectful. Don't tell the whole world, hey, it's this guy that did this one cringe thing. And if you do, it's whatever. I'm going to move on, go about my day, and just try to deal with it just like I always have. And continue to do to this day, even still to an extent. To all my loved ones that actually keep up with me on here, because I don't post on social media. That's actually the biggest reason why, by the way, that I don't post on social media is because of those stalkers, the creeps, and things like that. Because they would like see that and be like, "Why aren't you messaging me back?" Like, It's just ridiculous. I don't know. And yeah, I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. That's a lot of crap. It is. Um, and on top of that, I mean, with me raising a daughter, I don't want her looking back and being like, "Wow, that's what he did." No, no, I'll show that to her. I might show her a couple things when she's older to show her maybe the dangers of just giving out too much personal information. Right? I want to be more protective of not only myself but my family. Before, if somebody tried doxing me or something like that, it would just be on me, right? But now I have to consider my spouse and my daughter, and that's not something I take lightly. I love my family, and I will protect them by any means necessary, and this is one of those means. So yeah. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I will be reading every single comment. I've always read every single comment on my channel. I know I don't respond to every single one of them. I don't like every single one of them, but I do read them. Even the spam ones, even the ones that are scam, because I got to delete them, right? Nobody else is checking on this channel. It's just me. I'm the one running the show, so know that. Yeah, like I said, the vast majority of people, my fans, if you want to call yourself fans even, or friends, past friends, old friends, etc., thank you. Genuinely thank you. A lot of you have actually made a very positive impact on my life. And a few of you even made me aware of this thing that I'm talking about. Me being too personal, me being too weird, me being all this other stuff. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, Jesse? Why are you doing that? Like, thank you. I needed that. But now I no longer do, to an extent. I have other people in my life that can do that for me, and I no longer need that from fans when I shouldn't have really needed that from you guys. That's kind of a weird expectation to put that on an audience, right? Being like, hey, you know what, you should tell this guy that he's being a little too personal. You know what, Jesse, how about you tone that? Yeah, it's just, I don't know. So with that said, like I said, this is my last video. I will be trying to answer any questions that you guys have, although I don't really expect any comments, just being honest. Because of my previous videos I did upload, they got like no views, and that's fine. That's fine. The new channels that I'll be posting on, I'm not going to be monetizing or anything like that. I'm just doing it for fun. So don't expect me to go catching headlines or anything like that. I'm going to be purposely not doing that. If people happen to be watching, great. But it's basically going to be a well-kept secret from the vast majority of people, probably. So that's why I'm not going to be posting it, for anonymity as well as other things. Anyway, I've probably been talking in circles. So once again, thank you for watching. Don't expect another video anytime soon. And thank you all for supporting me for so long. Because I started making videos back in 2019. And it's been 6 years? 6 years of doing this off and on. Although, in the past 2 or 3, I haven't really been doing anything. But either way, hey, thanks for sticking around. And you no longer have to. Do not feel pressured, believe me. Another thing, if anybody is still watching to this point, I won't really be I won't really be active on my social medias aside from YouTube. So literally the best way for you to contact me will be either my email or my comments down below. Not just, yeah. You can try contacting me elsewhere, but there's a good chance you either get blocked, ignored, or something of the like. Probably just ignored, realistically, because I get way too much anxiety thinking about blocking people even. So, yeah. Well, cheers. And that's to another 15 years on YouTube. Oh, God. Turning. You know, tomorrow's my birthday. Okay, here's. God, I thought I was gonna wrap it up there. You know, I'll throw in one last detail. Okay. Fun fact about me: I do not like celebrating my birthday. Tomorrow is my birthday, and I was hoping my wife would forget, but she remembered. So she's gonna plan something out for me, and it's whatever. I'm kind of hoping that's low key or just nothing happens at all. I don't know. I've just had bad memories on my birthdays. It's just generally not a pleasant time in my life. So that's why I don't really celebrate it. And honestly, I just don't really see a point. I'm just getting older, that's all. But yeah. It's hard saying goodbye. It is, and that's one of the main reasons why I've been pushing off this video. So thank you all, and see you next time. There's gonna be some shit. And I hope you guys like the video quality. I know it's definitely increased, so leave a like. Even though it probably doesn't matter. See you.